Yo, back to another video. So today I'm gonna be doing another video on my predictions on an upcoming WWE event. So this event is going to be WWE Money in the Bank 2019. If you don't know that this pay-per-view is gonna take place tomorrow in tomorrow my time, and it's gonna be taking place today in Eastern time at like 7 o'clock p.m. I'm not really sure about Eastern time, but today I'm gonna be telling you guys my predictions on the upcoming event, Money in the Bank 2019. And in this video, I'm just gonna be telling you guys my predictions. I'm gonna be explaining my predictions with future storylines. I'm also gonna be discussing the things that have been going on in the wrestling industry about the whole WWE versus AEW, because that has been very intense in the wrestling industry. It has been the hot topic of the whole wrestling industry. So I'm also going to be telling you guys some rumors and news on WWE 2K20 and also on the Money in the Bank 2019. So without further ado, right now I got the simulation over here, the computer simulation. It's all mine. The whole simulation I did on my own. This is computer simulation of two matches. It's going to be the men's Money in the Bank ladder match and Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. So I'm just going to put the control down because I'm not playing. Is a whole computer simulation, so the AI can express how it feels about the ladder match and who, and like the AI can have its own prediction, I guess. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna get ahead and start with the pre-show, and this pre-show is very questionable. Why is it in the pre-show? Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan, who are the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, will face off against the Usos for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship. So this is very questionable because the only reason why this is even happening is all because of the wild card rule, which is an absolute bad idea and like a decent idea at the same time. If you look at it in another way, because I'm going to be explaining that after I'm done with the predictions. So yeah, so like this makes no sense because the Usos are from Monday Night Raw. They just came in Monday Night Raw, like in the Superstar Shake-Up, and that was not long ago. So like it makes no sense for them to go back to SmackDown Live. And this makes no sense because this is very predictable who's going to win. Why are the Usos, who are a Raw tag team, facing off for SmackDown Tag Team Championships? And why are they even involved in this? Why do they even care about the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships? I know like they're like, oh yeah, we made this title prestigious and all that, but like, you're on Monday Night Raw right now. Just go mind your own business in Monday Night Raw. Try saving the Monday Night Raw titles because the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, they're doing fine. The Raw Tag Team Championships, they are doing terrible. Like I actually know words. They're being held by Zack Ryder and Kurt Thomas. Like their storyline could be amazing, but the problem is they don't have a storyline. For champions, that is a terrible idea. So like the Usos need to be focusing more on the Raw Tag Team Championships instead of SmackDown Live. So the prediction is obvious. It's gonna be Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. Everyone thinks that because it does not make sense for the Usos to go back to SmackDown Live, and the reason why they're chasing this in the first place, it makes absolutely no sense. So I feel like Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan are gonna win the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, and the Usos are gonna forget about the whole SmackDown thing, forget about whatever happened, and they're just gonna go for the Raw Tag Team Championships, and that's gonna be better for the business. So yeah, next match we got Tony Nese, who's the Cruiserweight Champion, against Arya Daivari for the singles match for the Cruiserweight Championship. So this goes all the way back to the 205 Live after WrestleMania, is where Tony Nese comes out. He's like, yeah, I finally got my dream and all that. Thanks to all of you supporters. Arya Daivari comes out. He's like, I am sick and tired of waiting in the line and all that. This is enough and all that. So yeah, and then in like a span of a couple of weeks, he actually becomes an absolute serious man in the 205 Live industry. And this is quite surprising from because he used to be like a jobber and all that. That was people putting some upcoming talent of 205 Live over, and now he's just a serious destroyer and all that. So like, and then Drake Maverick saw him destroying everyone, and he's like, you know what, let's give this new gimmick a chance. And we let him get like a number one contenders match. So like he won that number one contenders match, and now he's facing Tonini's. Storyline between those two are not really that good. The only reason why I absolutely love this because I don't really like absolutely love this. It's just that it's a quite good storyline. So like it's not because of the new changed Arya Daivari, the one that's not willing to wait. The one that's trying to make a name for himself. So like what I feel like is gonna happen is that this rivalry is gonna go all the way to SummerSlam, and then in SummerSlam Arya Daivari is gonna dethrone Tunis. But for now, I feel like Tunis, he's gonna hold on longer to the Cruiserweight Championship. And he's gonna be like even a bigger deal. He's not gonna be like a one-hit wonder. Only like in WrestleMania he's gonna defeat. He defeated. How do I forget his name? Man, I actually forget it. Buddy Murphy. How did I forget? I forgot his name. How? Alright, so I feel like Tony's gonna win this match and is gonna retain his Cruiserweight Championship because he needs to act like a serious champion. He needs to be a serious champion. So yeah, and then next match we got a singles match for the United States Championship. So we got Samoa Joe, who's the United States champion, against Rey Mysterio. So this also goes back to WrestleMania actually. So like Samoa Joe defeats Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio has a knee injury from a match against Baron Corbin. So like Creative decided to let Samoa Joe defeat Rey Mysterio in under a minute. So then the upcoming Monday Night Raw, Rey Mysterio defeats Samoa Joe in under a minute as well. And then Domino comes out, which is Rey Mysterio's son, hoists Rey Mysterio up his shoulder. And then the upcoming week, Samoa Joe goes and talks to Domino. He says, "Hey, you're willing to disrespect me like that? Go tell your daddy that you will be facing that Rey Mysterio will be facing Samoa Joe for the United States Championship, and that I will be ready for Money in the Bank." So yeah, so like what I feel like is gonna happen is that Rey Mysterio is gonna defeat Samoa Joe and finally claim championship since his return, because he has made an absolutely big statements since coming back. He has had classic after classic after classic after classic after classic with Randy Orton, with Kurt Angle, with even Baron Corbin, even with Drew McIntyre. And like the most of all, it's with Andrade, because Andrade, they had this whole series that was amazing, just them fighting it out. This was all amazing. So I feel like he has really made a name for himself already, so he deserves to have a championship because he has more than proven himself. And yeah, out comes the man that Rey Mysterio has had the best sequence since his return. Best sequence of singles matches has gone on. So I feel like Rey Mysterio he has made a name for himself. He is more than ready to capture a championship like the United States Championship, and he's gonna make it more prestigious. Everyone's gonna go after it. And it's gonna be a fresh new storyline for Rey Mysterio. So yeah, and then we're just gonna go ahead and get into the next match, which is gonna be Lacey Evans against Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. So this whole storyline goes back to Becky 2 belts after WrestleMania 35, a historical night, one of the greatest of all time. WrestleMania 35, debatably one of the greatest of all time. But like, personally for me, it was one of the greatest of all time. WrestleMania, but definitely not the greatest. I'm just gonna be honest. So like, so Persona is like, I have now holding 2 brands on my hands. Like, I got a lot of pressure on me. And then Lacey Evans and Charlotte come out. They from 2 brands, and Lacey Evans from SmackDown Live, Charlotte Flair. They want to take on Becky Lynch. Lacey Evans is going to face off for the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair is going to face off for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And yeah, they say that this is all just a dream that's just gonna eventually end, and it's all just like a fantasy, and like enjoy this dream until it ends. And the Becky Lynch is like, no, I have been hot for a very long time in this industry. I have been the biggest thing in this industry. I've been carrying WWE for the span since November. Actually, since November, she has been actually carrying the whole industry on her back. Well, not really, because there have been like a lot of other storylines that have been amazing. Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Kofi Kingston, and did that run, yeah. And yeah, so like she has been doing like the most since then, is what she's trying to say. So like what I feel like is gonna happen in the match is that Lacey Evans, she's gonna look absolutely strong. Who's gonna lead to a rivalry between those two. So like Lacey Evans, she won't really be immediately like after Money in the Bank the number one contender. Still, she's gonna be like the person behind the number one contender, and she's gonna face off Becky Lynch at SummerSlam, and she's gonna defeat Becky Lynch at SummerSlam for the Raw Women's Championship. That's my prediction for that. And but like right now, Becky Lynch, she's gonna defeat Lacey Evans, but Lacey Evans, she's gonna look like a real deal inside that ring. So yeah, Becky Lynch is gonna defeat Lacey Evans and retain. So right now, what we got is the Roman Reigns versus Elias. So a lot of people just don't care about this match. I'm just gonna be real honest with y'all. I don't care about this match either. I hope there's not gonna be like a gender versus Roman Reigns where everyone has just chant CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, and like they're boring and all that. I hope there's actually gonna be like a good match with twists and turns, with like people interfering, making this actually hype. And the simulation has just started for Money in the Bank, and I actually hope this is actually gonna be good and not just boring. It's like Roman Reigns against Jinder Mahal last year in Money in the Bank. So like, I actually hope this is actually going to be interesting. And the reason why no one cares is just because they are really making Roman Reigns be like this underdog. No, he's not the underdog. He has been overly pushed and shoved down to a lot of people's throats for like over 3 years. For the WWE Universe, over 3 years, he has been this over-pushed piece of gold in the eyes of this man. He ain't really a piece of gold. He used to be in 2016 when actually people cared about him, when actually people thought this is an amazing storyline. But they have just been pushing him down, putting it right in front of our faces. They're like, this is the person that you're supposed to be most excited about. He is the main picture in this industry. He is the next big thing. And we're all like, no, you've been pushing this for way too long. It's not interesting anymore. So like the storyline is back. Of course it is. New year, same storyline with the whole Roman Reigns. 2016, it was actually good because it was something fresh with Roman Reigns. And like the storyline was actually good with the whole thing, like the authority trying to take him out. Like the promos were good, the crowd behind him, he was actually over. But like 2017, he's trying to do the whole thing with like Braun Strowman, and 2018 he's trying to do with the whole thing with Brock Lesnar. 2019 he's trying to do it with the authority again. It is all boring. It's boring. But like, I feel like that Roman Reigns is gonna win because the remanagement, they want to make him look strong because it's Roman Reigns, of course it is. But like, I really hope that Elias wins because Elias, he really needs to make a big deal in this industry because he has a lot of potential, and I believe in that. But to be honest, Roman Reigns is gonna win. Let's be realistic over here. Vince McMahon, he wants Roman Reigns to win. Roman Reigns is gonna win. RKO from Ricochet on the outside of the ring. What was that? Man, Randy's just there. He just looked a man. Okay, so yeah, okay, so I feel like Roman Reigns is gonna win. And the next match, we got the women's Money in the Bank match. It's either versus Dana Brooke versus Naomi versus Bayley versus Mandy Rose versus Ember Moon versus Carmella versus Nikki Cross. So this match is quite interesting for me because a lot of people are saying that like either like Mandy Rose, Natalya, or Ember Moon are gonna win this. But a lot of people, this is where my prediction comes from because this is all connected to AEW. Everything right now that management that we are doing is coming all back to AEW. Whether like WWE like it or hate it, whether they agree with it or they don't agree with it, it's always going to be there. This is all competition for ratings against AEW. So what I think is going to happen is that how this whole thing is connected to AEW, like they really need unpredictability to let people watch. Like, oh, this thing is actually very new. So like, I want to see where like the way they're gonna go with this perspective of having this person as spot. So like everyone's saying like those three are gonna win, but like for me, I feel like Bayley is actually gonna win, and that's gonna be like it's gonna be very unexpected for a lot of people. But like we saw her potential like after the SmackDown Live after WrestleMania. She has made a promo and she was an absolute savage. So like I feel like they're gonna have a whole gimmick with her about her being just like a person who is just sick of being in the back of the line and all that, and then not just like the big face that she was in 2016. She was a real deal there, but like I feel like she could be way bigger than that. So I feel like Bailey's gonna win that, and then everyone's gonna be absolutely shocked. So then what do we have? Then we got Becky Lynch against Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I already said the storyline, so I didn't need to say it again. So Becky Lynch will absolutely destroy Charlotte Flair, and then out comes Bailey. Bailey comes out, sits at the announce table. Becky Lynch gets distracted. Charlotte dominates for a couple of minutes of the match, and then Becky hits a combo, and then the back exploder, and then all that, and then both women are down. Okay, after the back exploder, and then in comes Bailey, cashes in, Bailey to belly to both Charlotte Flair and both Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, but she pins Charlotte Flair. I tell you why, because I feel like they're gonna have a rivalry all the way to SummerSlam. Because like then if Bailey does not pin Becky Lynch, then Becky Lynch after that she's gonna be, you did not pin me. You were just looking for the opportunity, and she would have actually some credibility to actually talk about that. So what I feel like is gonna happen is that Bailey's gonna come out on top of the SmackDown Women's Championship. We're gonna have a whole new gimmick, and she's gonna be like an upcoming amazing superstar. And that is what I'm talking about unpredictability. We need that in the WWE, and that's why I think that's gonna happen. You're gonna bring up unpredictability, and I just need to do this because this is gonna turn off and I don't do anything with it. So next match after that we got so we got Shane McMahon against The Miz in a steel cage match. So everyone's very excited about this because Shane McMahon is gonna jump off the top of the hill and do a coast to coast and moonsault and everything. Everyone knows this is like a stipulation. Shane McMahon is gonna do some kind of crazy thing. So this goes all the way back to WrestleMania again. Now she goes back to all the way to Fastlane. Says like Shane McMahon has disrespected The Miz's father, and then they had this whole rivalry. The Miz was an amazing babyface. I was gonna say this, and then in that match, The Miz absolutely dominates. He looks like the dominant, the person that's about to win. But then all of a sudden, Shane McMahon he just has a hand on his shoulder over The Miz, and then 1, 2, 3 says they both knocked out the amazing suplex off of the stage set. That was amazing. I really hope they did that. So yeah, what I feel like is gonna happen is that The Miz, he really needs to win. This win show is going to be like, no, you can't just go ahead and insult my father like that. I'm not gonna let you get away with this again. I feel like they're gonna be like a lot of run-ins, but at the end, The Miz is gonna come out on top. And what a power bomb from Andrade to Randy. Randy just got destroyed with that ladder. Power bomb to the ladder as well. Okay, so I feel like The Miz is gonna win. He's gonna be like the dominant babyface. So after that, we got Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens, singles match for the WWE Championship. So I feel like it's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna. I feel like Kofi Kingston, since he's like this underdog, that he finally has his moments after 11 years. Everyone's behind him. He's having so much heat. So I feel like since he has so much heat, just like Becky Lynch, so he is gonna stay with the champion, just like how Becky Lynch is gonna stay with the Raw Women's Championship. Now the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. So like Kofi Kingston is gonna retain, but like Kevin Owens is gonna actually look like a dominant heel, a heel that's out for something like back and hunger and all that. And like Kofi Kingston, he's not really gonna look like that dominant. He's just gonna get he's just gonna defeat Kevin Owens by luck, or like someone Paradise out of nowhere. But like the dominance of that match should be Kevin Owens. They don't really have to make him look good and all that. But Kofi Kingston will retain since everyone's into it and all that. And that's what they really need to do in this war against AEW. Because I'm going to talk about more of that after the prediction. So, and then after that, what do we got? We got, oh man, we only got 2 matches left. Okay, so we got the men's Money in the Bank ladder match with Money in the Bank contracts. I'm very excited for this. Sami Zayn versus Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin versus Ali versus Finn versus Andrade versus Randy Orton. So this match is going to be amazing because we got people like Sami Zayn and Andrade who are going to come up with the charisma. And Drew McIntyre, he's going to come up with the strength. And Randy Orton is just going to come up with his knees. He's going to have an amazing sequence with the whole RKO with his fast strikes and all that. Finn Balor, Ali, Finn Balor, Ali, and Ricochet, they are going to be doing all kinds of OMG moments in that. And then I guess Baron Corbin is going to be like that dude that's going to try and be sneaky. The Drew McIntyre he's always going to be the person that's going to put him down. So I feel like what's going to happen is that everyone's saying that like it's either Drew McIntyre who's going to win this, or it's going to be Andrade. A lot of people were saying that Ricochet was going to win, but then he got cursed by holding getting the money back, briefcase. SmackDown Live, so like he's cursed, he's not gonna win it. There's no one that has ever done that actually has won it. So yeah, he's definitely not gonna win it. So what I feel like is that everyone is what I said earlier on, unpredictability. So that's what WWE needs. So I feel like is that a lot of people are sleeping on Sami Zayn in this match. No one sees him as like dominant or something. What I feel like is gonna happen is that everyone is gonna be like out in a minute, and like Ricochet is gonna come off top, and then out comes like another face, like Finn Balor up with him, and like two faces on the top, and then another face brings another after, and then jumps up and takes out both of them. And then Sami Zayn comes out of nowhere, and then he grabs the contract. That's gonna be absolutely amazing. And then everyone's gonna be shocked. Everyone's gonna be like, "Wow, this is actually something different. I really want to see where this actually goes." So. Yeah, I guess I feel like Sami Zayn is going to win this Money in the Bank contract, and the AI says otherwise because they think that Ricochet is going to win. So that's the AI's decision. I feel like that Ricochet is not going to win this because he has been cursed. He has held Money in the Bank briefcase before the actual event. So yeah, he's cursed for in this matchup. He's going to have an amazing run in that match. He's gonna actually look like a serious deal. So we're gonna head on to the last match, which is gonna be for the Universal Championship, Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. So this is a dream match that everyone wanted to have. Even me, I wanted this ever since AJ Styles came to WWE in 2016. Everyone wanted this. We're finally gonna get this, and yeah, everything you're seeing here, by the way, in this simulation, it's all my creation. Like Money in the Bank's my creation. The championships are my creation, except for like actual championships are actually in the game. So yeah, so like no one can take this down because this is actually my footage, both of those. So no one can take this down. So yeah, whatever. So we got Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. So what I feel like, same thing with unpredictability. I feel like AJ Styles will turn heel, and he will bring back the club, because the club they are really set to go to AEW. So I feel like they will really need to do something with them before so that they decide to not go, and then the club and AJ Styles is going to be like a dominant group and all that. So like I feel like AJ Styles is going to defeat Seth Rollins and be the new Universal Champion, and then he's going to join the list of people that have been Universal Champion and WWE Champion as well. So, and then this story is going to continue on to SummerSlam. Then SummerSlam says he's going to defeat AJ Styles, and then he's going to get himself as the dominant babyface. And that's how we end off Money in the Bank 2019. So I guess AJ Styles is going to defeat Seth Rollins. Is that what I feel like is going to happen? And that's done and dusted right now. So what's going to happen is that right now I'm going to be telling you all the news and rumors for Money in the Bank 2019. I was going to be telling you for WWE games and all that, because there have been a lot of leaks. This is a wrestling year. 2019 is an amazing year for wrestling. So let's just go ahead and get straight into this. So first up with the news and rumors. So like there are a bunch of rumors saying that Sasha Banks will be leaving WWE for AEW, because this is an absolute terrible move for Sasha Banks, because she looks like an absolute crybaby, because she because this whole reason is just because that Bayley and Sasha Banks have lost the women's tag team championships, and that's the only reason why that she's doing this in the first place. She's doing like a whole drama thing. Like, yeah, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm not even gonna appear on the show anymore. At least like when Bayley was sad about it, she did not really like cry a lot about it and all that. But like reporters found Sasha Banks and Bayley lying on their floor, just crying the night after WrestleMania, about literally on the floor crying, actual tears coming down from their face after the event, and it wasn't tears of happiness. They were screaming and all that. And that's an absolute terrible move for Bailey. Sasha Banks, but like, at least Bailey got over it. She got over it at one point. Sasha Banks, she's looking like an absolute crybaby. No one wants her. AEW are not really interested in her because they know that she's gonna ruin the credibility of AEW anyways. So yeah, another rumor that's going on is that Mandy Rose will win the Money in the Bank ladder match, which I say to it, no. Even though like they have been really pushing her lately, I don't really feel like she's gonna do it because they need unpredictability. That's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna be explaining it more once I talk about WWE versus AEW. But for now, I'm just gonna say that no, this is not gonna happen in my perspective. And another rumor is that Andrade, he is no, actually it's not rumors, it's actually news. He is the most loved superstar in the backstage. He is very humble with writers, very humble with superstars. He has agreed to all terms that they have given to him, and he is the most loved superstar in backstage, which gives up a rumor that like he might actually win the Money in the Bank ladder matches. He has all respect and all that, and I think like this whole backstage thing of him having all the respect is gonna come up with him as a baby face. It's gonna be a very good example for him to come out as a baby face, because with all this going on, like he's the most respected, loved superstar backstage by superstars, by writers, by Vince McMahon, by Triple H, by Stephanie McMahon, by Shane McMahon, by everyone. Everyone absolutely loves this guy. He is the most humble superstar right now in the back, in the locker room, with the writing scripters, with superstars, with offers and all that, and all contract deals with like rumors of him being shipped into another promotion. He always says no, that he is so loyal to WWE, and I absolutely respect this man. This man, he's got some loyalty. He's got some epic loyalty. So like, there's a high chance of him winning it, but I feel like same thing with unpredictability. So then viewers can be dragged back into WWE and be like, this is something different. No one ever expected this. WWE are really going in that route. I'm gonna start watching it again. So like, that's what people are saying, are gonna say if those things are actually gonna happen. So that's what I feel like is gonna happen. And the last rumor is that Braun Strowman, he's gonna go ahead and have a very big impact on the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. That's confirmed. It's confirmed in the writing script. It has been leaked. And he's gonna have some kind of part in that. He's gonna have some kind of like destruction part. He might even grab the briefcase and all that and like be added to the match. Something like that. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen with him, but he's gonna have like a huge part in the WWE. He's gonna have a massive push as well. So that's what I am glad about right now. WWE is all coming back together after the monstrosity about what happened after WrestleMania 35. The whole thing was nonsense, wild card rule, what's going on, a superstar shakeup makes no sense. And yeah, so like this all is Vince McMahon's fault. And like another thing of the news is that this is actually very wild. You guys don't understand. Like, Triple H, he's very mad with Vince McMahon's management. He actually might take over WWE. Vince McMahon might actually hang up his boots as the boss of WWE and actually let Triple H take over, which is gonna be huge. If that actually happens, WWE are gonna annihilate. They're gonna annihilate. They're actually gonna annihilate AEW. AEW are gonna have no chance if this actually happens. It's actually very bad news if this actually happens. Like, man, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. But like, guys, also another huge thing is that CM Punk is back in a wrestling event. And, like, there are a lot of people like him having a hoodie, him having like the same hoodie, the same tattoos. He hit his GCS in a wrestling promotion. And also, not only that, is that a couple of weeks earlier in NXT 502, that's the episode of it called. So like after the event, a fan caught WWE creative, like the sound and the lighting team. They have played CM Punk's music. CM Punk's music after the show, and I'm gonna show you a clip of it right now. So yeah, check that out. But like, look, so This is very huge because if WWE gets this, even though without like the whole Triple H whole thing, this is gonna save WWE big time. No wrestling promotion is gonna be close to it. It's gonna annihilate AEW. So like, there is a lot of bad news for AEW. But that's what we got for rumors and news. But right now we got for the wrestling industry. Here we go. AEW versus WWE. This is gonna be epic right now. So like this whole thing goes back to 2018 October, where like AEW announced that Double or Nothing is gonna happen on May 25th, which is next week on Saturday. It's gonna be their first actual event. But like, yeah, what I feel like is gonna happen is that AEW they have this goal of having like 500,000 viewers in like a span of 3 months. So like a couple of months or that. But like that's a huge goal. I mean, they actually get that goal, that's gonna be huge for their company, and they're actually gonna be on the map. So, like with all those rumors of what's gonna happen in WWE, that are actually amazing. I don't really think they have that much of a chance if those rumors actually happen. But like, look, so the thing is, this thing is a game changer. They have actually signed up. No! He just curb stomped the referee. Damn, that really cost him the simulation, I guess. Oh my god. Okay, so look, check this out. So AEW have had a contract with TNT, the absolute rival of USA Network, which is what WWE are working with right now, along with Fox News. So like, man, this is amazing. But like, TNT have never really gone to the USA Network. The USA Network were always better with all kinds of stuff, with the ratings, with the viewers, with the viewership and all that, everything, with the money, with the sponsorships, everything. They have been more loved in the industry. They have had like more bigger promotions accepting their deals. They are just absolutely bigger. But like TNT always they just get kind of close, not really like that close, but like approximately like just like a little bit away of getting to the USA Network. So like, yeah, I feel like WWE is they're gonna have to change a lot of stuff going on, and like the new Bray Wyatt gimmick is absolutely gonna save them and all that. But like, look, so Neville, he is in AEW and all that, right? He is leaving AEW as well because he does not agree with management of AEW, and that is huge as well. And also a lot of people are not really agreeing with AEW management. And early on, this is actually terrible for them. It's actually insane. But like, the good thing is they got a lot of money. AEW got more money than how the McMahons were before they even launched WWE. So like, so like, if we're seeing like the timeline between them before launching their wrestling promotions, the owners of AEW had more money than the McMahons. So this is absolutely huge. And like, they are trying to make this whole thing the point system. This has been with NJPW and TNA. Like, they did not really focus on this. They're trying to make the whole thing as a sport, I guess. But like, this is very interesting. Not that like what they're gonna do with things like with the actual. He just tapped out. Seth just tapped out to AJ Styles. So I guess the complete simulation agrees with me. But like, this is actually very big on how it's actually gonna look like, how the sport's gonna look like, how like they're gonna get the #1 contenderships and all that. And that's it. But like, I feel like that there'll be at the end of the day, they're gonna come out on top. But AEW, they're gonna stay on the map. They're not just gonna go away like that. But like, we're gonna have back the Monday Night Wars. This is very huge for the wrestling industry. No matter what happens, we're all gonna have fun. So the last thing is about the game. So like, THQ, they say that that they and 2K, they are about to like differentiate on a bit of stuff. So I feel like Yuke's they're just gonna go ahead and go on with the fantasy elements stuff, because they said there's gonna be they're gonna make their own game on their own. So there's gonna be 2K20 and Yuke's game. So like, what's gonna happen is that Yuke's, they're gonna have like all kinds of fantasy elements. It's gonna be like a rival game and all that. And even like Kurt Angle and Edge, they have leaked their own like autographs of being like in a special edition. That's all I got for you today. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, make sure to comment videos. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.